All right, and action. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier. Welcome to another video. What dude? What the hell? Why would I save on being killed? Makes no sense. You know what, let's not be a save scummer. Let's be a good boy. Just play the game. Play the damn game. Ah, yes. This does remind me, though. It's even on my corpse. Is there anything? I think there's like steel. There is definitely a nest there. That is what you would call a nest. Oh gosh. This guy hates bears. So yes, what my goal now is to expand the base into something a little more manageable. Yeah, we do need steel. Very true. Our copper is kind of wanting. Cursed inserters. Still crafting all those walls. See the remnants of an old car. Yes, we've died many times. It's been quite an arduous run out in the desert with no protection. But I guarantee you there's a nest out here. Yep. Oh shit. I don't have a machine gun. Forgot to craft that. Okay, they left, thank goodness. Yes, I need a machine gun. And I need repair packs. Yeah, I'm at the point where I can't really kill big biters. Unless I upgrade my ammo somehow. What do I need for this? I need some coal. Where will I get that? Wherever will I get uranium ammo? That would be useful. Let's just go through and scan where everything is. That isn't random for some reason. Neither is that. Neither is that. I guess because they're infinite science, it doesn't really make sense to randomize them. Effects. Rocket. That's a good point. What if the rocket in this mod is like really easy to access? And I just don't even need to like do most of this. Uranium satellite, so we do need that. Military 4. Then what was this other one? There was one where you don't really need a satellite though. Rocket part, you do need that. And it's the most expensive one, so we do kind of need max science. That's the rocket pad. There it is, advanced oil processing. Gives you uranium ammo. No, it could be shit. Let's have a look. More shooting speed, slightly less damage. Oh, that's good. It's actually good. Damage is 20. Base damage of 20. Plus shooting speed, 60%. A little less damage. That's not bad. Double the range. It's also not bad. And it's oil processing. What would we need? Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Why do you need blue circuits before oil processing? That's crazy. There's no way that's how that game actually works. You need advanced oil processing. You need blue circuits. Is that true? No way. Yeah, what is this game? Yeah, it's organized so weird. It's got a weird progression tree, I'll say that. Yeah, this is not how the progression tree works at all. But anyway. And what's the deal with these? Double damage. Same shooting speed. But the biters are getting aggressive, and I need to set up defenses now. I need them off my land. When do I unlock flamethrower turrets? Oh shit. The problem is my character is so vulnerable, it's not even funny. The heavy armor didn't even do anything. Oh my gosh. It's funny how slow the... There we go. Success. It's hard though, it's not easy. We have to start thinking about, you know, walling off an area, securing it at a certain point. We can't keep expanding. This is the oil, so I'm thinking a wall there, maybe some kind of wall here, and then a wall along the north. And then a train that runs around the perimeter supplying oil to each border wall. That's kind of, so a wall there, some kind of wall there, wall along the south, and then a wall here, and something there. And then we have a contained area we can use to beat the game. Okay, another expansion cleared out. But I can't really take out big nests anymore. It's just not really doable. Yeah, I do gotta explore this way, see what's up. I want to see. My car is just only barely faster than these spiders. Oh yeah, that's a lot. It's not good. Yeah, this is hell. Like, I can't really kill those spiders down there. Not really, anyway. doesn't die. Oh, how did I not die there? What? How did I not die? There's the oil. Okay, now we die. Okay. We got far. I was surprised we got that far. It's kind of fun. You kind of can use a car. It's almost usable. If I had rocket fuel. Go a little faster. Do a little juke. Oh gosh. Oh yeah. Okay, we just go right through. Okay. I guess not. It's kind of usable. Like, it's actually got some benefits. Like, it can make maneuvers really tightly. Make really tight maneuvers. Oh. Chomping on my car. Retreat. Uh-oh. I can't, and my machine gun on my car is so bad that it won't even damage them. My hand machine gun is incredibly good. My car machine gun will not do anything. Will barely even damage them. So I just have to hope that they lose interest. I could spam grenades, that's maybe the only other thing, but those are expensive. Okay, go for it. I think they've lost interest. They're still chasing? Nope. So that's a very easy border wall to put in place. Kind of need iron, and this is the only huge iron patch that would be inside this border, but it's surrounded. That would be a nice area because there's like a nice natural barrier, and I gotta find out what's down there. Maybe I can do something down there. You want to take advantage of natural borders as much as possible. So if I use this area, I actually don't need anything up here, now that I think about it. There's some stone. That iron is not really usable. That copper is nice. That coal's nice. But there's copper there. And yeah, that coal's nice. Like, that would be a good border wall. One of these would be a good border wall. I could put one there. And then if I can figure out what to do here. I just gotta explore more area, draw more, and then draw up a plan. Let's kill these guys. consumes steel, which is pretty hilarious. Yeah, so the area I want to know about is like down here. Where can I draw a border? So that water could be interesting. There could be a choke point down here somewhere. I just gotta see how big this lake is. Cliffs can kind of form natural choke points too. I wouldn't be afraid of taking advantage of them. That is one advantage of them going for the car. Just kind of shoot them without much concern. So was there 2 oil patches? Was I hallucinating? There's this one. Wait, where? This one. Was there another one? No. Okay. There's oil here. Interesting. This area is very spider infested. We'd have to call the exterminator. There is some uranium down here. Makes it an interesting, valuable location. Lose interest. You get to die. For your persistency, you win death. Da-da-da. Now we have a bigger area. We know that this is a pretty long strip of water that we can take advantage of. Getting jiggy in the land down under. Big old bother. Uranium, we kind of do want uranium. Very preferable. Load. Wait a minute. Is this a peninsula? It is. Oh my gosh. It's a freaking peninsula. So what you're saying... There's nothing down there though, it's just fucking stone. Your reward? 4 million stone. Wow. But honestly, I have no qualms chopping out a large area if it means more security. That seems annoying. And yeah, now we're stepping into like infinite spider nest territory where they're the size of like countries. Oh gosh, chomping on my car. Stop chomping on my car. Do not appreciate. Baby jumping on my car. Alright, who wants a piece of me? So we've learned much. Or have we? This just seems not very defensible. I want to explore more over this way. Yeah, there's no obvious... I have 3 requirements. 1, I need all the natural resources. I need at least 1 big copper, 1 big iron, 1 big coal, 1 big oil, 1 big stone. And preferably uranium. Second requirement is I have to be able to take out all the biters. So it can't just be like in the middle of nowhere, where the biter nests are the size of small countries. Thirdly, the final product has to be defensible. Meaning I would like to have a defined border wall that takes advantage of the natural terrain. Ooh. Okay. Thought I could do something, but nope. He hits like 1 tree. This guy sucks. Heck is that? What is that? Is that goo? Must be. there are trees here, but I can't really get through. Can I take this out? I mean, I might not have to. The wheel's over there. I mean, that's pretty defensible. And I don't see any real necessary natural resources this way. There's a copper patch, which is kind of nice. But it wouldn't hurt to explore. So what do we actually need? Like, I don't know, there's some nice stuff here. There's some copper. There's copper there too. Some iron. I would like that iron. I kind of need that iron. But if I had to, okay, just given the information I have, if I had to draw up a border, I would say block this off, block that off, block this top wall off right there. Just cut it right there. Some kind of flat wall there. We would take that coal patch, because we don't really need that much coal. Take that uranium. That's all we need. Wall here. You can use the cliffs. Now, what about the yeah, that. I don't know if there's anything we can do. I mean, even this oil, like, how am I going to defend this oil? Can I secure both of these somehow? I can definitely secure that. Maybe I can form a wall like this, and then one like that, and then one like that, using the clips. But, I mean, it's going to be hard to secure this southern border anyway. That's going to be really hard. Yeah, it's going to be hard either way. But that's pretty securable. That would give us everything. If we did that, let's say we chopped it there. In terms of copper, we would have that. We would have that for stone, that for oil, that for uranium, that for coal, and then the only thing, and that as well. And then the only thing we really need is more iron. There's nothing up there. This is the only thing that I kind of want. So I'm going to explore more to the left. It's kind of like a unexplored territory. I'm going to start securing this just as a proof of concept. that's the idea for that. So that's it's pretty contained. I started with 250, so it's about 150 walls. It's pretty contained. Yeah, can we get our corpse? We can try. Work. Can't even go through there. Where can I go? I guess I can go over to the north. Like that. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, not quite. I'm getting the hang of this car a little bit. It's hard, but I'm just gonna go up through here, because why not? What? Oh my gosh. You step in a pool of acid, you just immediately die. This freaking game. It's because the armor is like trash. The weapons are good, but they completely ruin the armor. I have to wait for that to go to though. So it's gonna be so much damage if I go over that. Is it just there in perpetuity? Like, come on. There we go, finally. Don't be chomping on my car, you. Ugh. course it rolls right into another nest, of course. Why wouldn't it? That's right. Back off. Am I gonna be able to get that? Probably not. Gosh darn it. But I get to try. Oh yeah, definitely not. What can I do? Go in, or them out. Bob and weave. You ever heard of the happy long life couple called Bob and Weave? But we can't research anything else. That could have worked. That could have worked. So here's my plan. We go in as far as we can, and then stupid gay worm sat on top of where I needed to go. It's fat ass. Go out. They chomp on my car, like fuckers. And then we reload because we hit a tree. My car's really too slow to do these maneuvers. That was good. We're going for round 2. This time we almost kind of made it. No way I'm getting in there. Yeah, how the fuck am I gonna do that? It's literally in the most dangerous spot I'm in. It's in the center of all of the bugs. I don't think there's anything we can do. I think it's just going forever. Gosh, there's more of them. Bro, this car sucks. It hits a tree, it just... It's out. Out for the season. Just immediately die before I can even press escape. Kind of style let me through here. Oh, I'm just trying to get in here. I need to help a brother out. with like perfect maneuvering, I think we ought to just give up. I give up. Something just feels right about giving up. Alright, fuck this, I'm out of here. Yeah, why did I have to die in the worst spot possible known to me? Bro, fucking rocks. I have to die in the worst possible location ever. It's literally in between two giant nests. Why do I think it was okay to die there? Bro, my range is so bad, I can't even get them before they run off to get my car. There's two rocks there if you can't see them. It's okay, because I didn't either. Bro, what is this? Oh my fuck, this fucking rock. Kill yourself. Oh my gosh, it's so annoying. You can't see it. It's fucking invisible. I literally can't chase him down. Dude, what is this? Dude, what the fuck? I'm gonna have to grenade them. And I hit like the tip of the wall, just the fucking edge of it. Dude, what? What is that? What is that? What is that? Dude, he's like touching the fucking edge of it. Alright, slightly more successful. Where? Oh, of course. Right. My base. Let's go. Zooming down the track. Wish the rocks were bright pink like they were on the fucking mini-map. I need a mod, probably. Dude, this car sucks so much ass. It's not even funny. Machine gun, amazing. Car sucks fucking ass. chill? Can you chill? Can you chill? Can you chill? Dude, it's like 2 spitters. You done? You know what? No gates for you. What's straight from my grenade stockpile, these fuckers. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. And there's a fucking nest there. I'm gonna have to go take out. And let's go secure the top, the north border. So I feel like we can do that. That should be doable. At what point do I unlock the tank? Spidertron. I unlock Spidertron before the tank. It's still a little ways away. Where is it? I mean, those are all red and green except for one. There's 3. All we would need is chemical science to get the Spidertron though. It's kind of broken. How do I make a red circuit? No clue. Okay. Let's find out. Plastic. Okay, so we do need some oil. Let's make a border wall. Yay. I mean, we could secure this, but I can also just bomb it, which is going to be quite funny. Go. Area liberated. Democracy served. Can't allow that. Wonderful. There's nothing really up here. So that's a pretty defensible borderline. Just run that straight across. Yeah, we can do that. Just that little north. Something like that, and then do we go like that? I'd say probably, there we go. What can we do? There, and that forces bugs through some pretty small choke points, which are easy to defend, relatively. Oh, looky looky. Looky looky. What is this I see? You fucker. You do a lot of damage very quickly. I just... Yeah, look how quickly I lose damage. Or lose health. There's another one down there, apparently. Is there? Let's go find out. Car's away over there. So yeah, the north and east border are not the problem. It's the western border and the southern border that are going to be the most difficult. By a lot. I have a fair amount of grenades, so I'm okay taking out a couple nests in order to make the border more manageable. Do what we can. Is there a nest that sprung up down here? Let's find out. They're trying. Look at them. You gotta say where they came from, though. Don't see any. But those biters would have had to come from somewhere. Where? Down? Over here. Yeah, see, they're somewhere. So that's the north, the east, and the west. West is, I mean, it's going to be kind of doable. It's not going to be pretty, though. So who's absorbing the pollution and where? That's my question. Anyway, yeah, let's start with the western border. So that'll be at least doable. We know what to do. Yeah, the small, tiny attack that they sent suggests to me that it's a new nest that sprung up somewhere. Have they expanded? Seemingly not. That looks like an expansion though. That's a pretty small nest, pretty far out. This whole area is pretty biter free. As soon as I say that. Yeah, well, there kind of isn't actually very many biters here. What is this? There's like no ore patches and no biters. You're stuck. Fuck off. Be gone with you. What's up here? Just investigating. Just having a look. Just having a look. Ah, don't mind me. I'm just visiting. I'm from the land down under. Coming to say hi with my grenades. You cannot catch me in the land down under. Fuck, they caught me. I don't know if we really want to go all the way up there. I just want to see what's out here. It's the big biter city right there. It's like a major capital of Bugtopia. Fucking rocks. More dangerous than any fucking biter. Impossible to see. I need a mod that like outlines them. Just at least when I'm in a car. How about that? Whenever I'm in a car, outline the rocks, make them glowing. Well that could be, I don't know, maybe not. Might have to just do that. Because I do want this uranium. Be better than like that uranium, which would suck. Wait a minute. Wait, what? This actually has everything we need in this one area. That's actually kind of insane. Literally every resource. Stone. Copper. Oh, except iron. Yeah, except iron. Okay, except iron. Almost. I was like, what? New meta? Dude, the iron patch is like in the middle of like the most indefensible spot. What's on it? Do we know? What's weird is that's a peninsula. Mighty odd. So where do we want to draw up our border? One option is just do this giant flat wall there, which is probably what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I mean, I do want to know what's down there though, so let's go have a look. Dora the Explorer. Do 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 do. I killed your entire nest and family. Do 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 genocide. Do 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 genocide the bugs. Do 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 do. Do 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 genocide. Do 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 genocide. Do 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 do. Genocide the bugs. Do 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 do. Oy vey. Don't chomp my car, you fucker. How dare you? How dare you? Who do you think you are? Chomping on my car. What right do you have to be chomping on much of anything? Let alone my car. The big sexy iron patch. Yeah, he fucked something up with the clips. All the clips look very goofy. I don't know what he did. Maybe randomize the texture. Can I get around this or am I gonna die? Oh yeah. Yeah, I need a mod that makes the rocks glow whenever I'm in a car. I feel like that should definitely be a thing. Oh wait, this is actually a land bridge. Damn. Interesting. It's not very useful information though. It's not like I'm gonna go wipe all of these out. It's just cool to know it's down there at least. God the Father has a body. It's a very tiny body. We got that crude. Got that crude oil. Crude. Why is that so low in terms of oil yield? I need that oil now. If I think I did that, I think I'd have an oil attack. So yes, much contemplating. But I think I already know what I'm going to do. I was just curious. I was just curious. I'm just a curious boy, little curious George. Just curious what my neighbors are up to. Just checking in, just saying hi. How's it going? Just wanted to give you a little gift of 243 grenades. Would you like a sample? They're like, yeah, actually, on second thought, got plans. got commitments. I mean, yeah, I could wipe them out, but there's no point. If there was like a land bridge or something, you know, more defensible, I might. So yes, the first border wall will be this one right here. Nope. Just like that. Next one will be up here. I gotta find that little expansion party, find out where they're located. So I can pay them a cute little visit. Pay them a little visit, that's all. I don't want to hurt you. I just want to pay them a little visit. Need more walls though. A lot of walls. Nothing but walls. In fact, I should repurpose my entire base because we don't need bricks. We need walls. You still want some coal, you say? Well, that's perfectly alright. Perfectly alright. I can't reach that middle one. Unless, of course, I use an underground. Always do. Design and assembly. Also, yeah, we don't even need this. They have a stack size of 3. It's kind of overpowered. Alright, get busy. Off to go construct a border wall. We're going to build a wall. A wall unlike Hillary has ever seen. If I think I did that, I think I'd have a heart attack. Whoa, I have 2 walls? Where did all my walls go? Oh, I spent them all already. I don't even have flamethrowers yet. If I think I did that, I think I'd have a heart attack. Alright, it's almost done. Let's go get some more walls, maybe steal some from our base. Gonna take a little while. America, where the anti-Semitic ones are just more likely to die randomly for no known reason. Is this only plus 100%? Oh yeah, they are 900 each. Wait, so they actually aren't good. They are actually trash because they consume twice as much. Yes. Interesting. Go, 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 go. Ah, shit. Send a big boy. And a tiny little spitter. It's a pretty big. Are they that big normally? Normally that big? I feel like the walls should be taller. They don't look that tall. Like the engineer's like towering over them. Maybe there's no real way to make them look taller. Maybe they would look too weird. Alright, a little more walls to work with. Let's go build the border wall. If I ever did that, I think I'd have a heart attack. Lucky nothing costs wood. I was just thinking. It'd suck if I had to use wood. Eh. Sure. It's kind of gay. Alright, so that's our western wall. It's not super defensible, but it's going to be better than the southern border. The southern border is literally just going to be a giant wall in the middle of Baidir City. It's going to probably suck up so much oil. But I have to because I need iron. I need that iron. Unnegotiable. See, I'm thinking just literally what we'll do is we'll just build down here and then just make one giant wall like that all the way across. That's what we'll have to do. Yep. So, yeah, let's begin. First thing we gotta do is take out this nest. As easy as I thought. Yeah. Fuck. Get out of here. Fuck, there's a lot of them. Whew, that was intense. What I hit, I think it was a miter. Bro. That's criminal. This game, bro. This is the next level. Gosh, stop chomping on my car. I can't fucking run faster than them. And my car goes straight into danger. What do I do? What do I do? Yep. You bitch, you fucking cunt. What a fucker. I don't know if I have anything to say about it. Okay. There we go. I did it. Survived. I'd like to be able to do that without having to save scum, but I'm just not willing to endure the pain and suffering of every time I die, I have to go get a new car, get new grenades, get new weapons, come back. desperately fumble for my corpse, miss it, die again, and build another car. It's just like, nope, no, I'm not doing that. So we kind of want to like probably right there. Let's go do it from the right side to then to the left. So this is the iron patch we want. We're just going to build a giant horizontal wall. What's up, fuckers? Ugh. Could I secure this? Do I need this copper? Not really, I want it there. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have another copper patch, but you don't need it. Fucking rocks. Alright, acquire more walls. I want to play some Better Wars actually. It's fucking boring. Shit's boring, man. The early game was really exciting. It was this tense struggle just to survive. Okay, we probably don't need that many grenades or that much ammo. Probably chill. Chill, brother, chill. Okay, 400 walls, we do need that. Good job. Good job, machine. I'm proud of you. Your mother. Do I have a single solar panel? I'm just thinking we should probably mine a piece of oil so that we can begin the technology. Whew. Yeah, if I could have a mod that makes the rocks glow whenever you're in the car vehicle, then I would stop save scumming. I'll promise to never save scum again. Because that one feature is enough. Pretty much the exact same, it just uses less energy and creates more pollution. When advanced circuits doesn't actually give you advanced circuits or much of anything. Yeah, this is a fat border wall. It's gonna be pretty hard to defend. Just do all of it. Do all of it, bro. Massive border wall. Boom ding dong. Bro, what? If I ever did that. Oh, that's expensive. I think I'd have a heart attack. Nuclear power would be nice, actually, now that I think about it. Fancy some nuclear power. Gonna take a while. Do that. A little faster. Yeah, these are actually good. The laps are about. Okay, what can I learn that I actually need? You're kind of useless. You are useful. Let's start on that. I know it's gonna take forever. What does concrete cost? Iron, copper, and water. It's not bad. That just costs regular concrete. It costs an engine. Iron, copper, and then an engine. What are engines again? There's something stupid. Yeah, they're red ammo, which is stupid to make. And that costs 15 circuits. Of course it does. And landfill costs engines. Of course it does. That's why, doesn't it? Because why not? It's fucking chomping through it though. It's just fucking going. Now what about speed modules? I didn't actually unlock it. Of course. Of course I did. That's the speed module. Factorio really is just a game of ratios. It's just like understanding, okay, 12 of these for 5 of those. That's it. And that's pretty much the whole game. Alright, and we'll take some from the machine. See how many it's made. I'm going to say 261. Not quite. Not quite. I was hoping like concrete would be really cheap so I could just spam it everywhere. It was kind of my hope. The outlines of southern border wall. And then we got to complete that. It's just going to be a messy clusterfuck situation. Yeah, do that. Do that. I feel like I should take this nest out. I could also just leave it. Could I leave it though? Will it show? Or is it just going to be constantly attacking my base? These are the questions. I don't really like corners, if I'm being honest. Corners are bad. Like this place was made for walls. It's saying, please put walls here. Hey, here's a spot to put walls. Please do it. So there we go. You buggers. Of course they did.
What? You're just not shooting them.
You fuckers. What the fuck was that? They're like trying to go around. These fuckers. Dude, what are they doing? Damn it. There's just too many of them. What I would like to do, okay. Of course there's a fucking rock here. Of course there's a fucking rock here. Of course there is. Why fucking wouldn't there be? I can't actually mine the rock. Interesting. The rock is an invincible rock. Bro, it's getting ridiculous. I'm just gonna build it up here. Could we do that? We could. It'd be kind of cowardly. I would like to take them out. I think we will. Wow, just straight shooting them does nothing. Jeez. Ooh. Ugh. All right, round two. A little easier than last time. Okay, you can do this. Just waiting for this stupid goo to go away so I can walk here. Does that do anything at all? I don't think so, but... Okay. Another round of explosives. Oh, I got stuck in goo. Unfortunate. Oh my gosh, man, that's annoying. I'm just like trying to hit a single... Dude, he can't hit any of them. Fuck this. Die. Perfectly valid use of grenades right there. Oh, I'm standing in goo. At this point, I can't really. I can take some of these walls. How did they not see me? Alright, let's continue blowing them up. Okay, that was not gonna work. I really wanna kill some spiders. I really wanna kill the spiders today. I really wanna kill those spiders. Make them go away. Make them go away, yeah. I really wanna kill some spiders. I really wanna make them go away. Way too many. I think we need to move our wall, maybe. Move it a little closer to the action, maybe. Oh gosh. Fucking rock. There. Much easier to defend. Plastic, right? Okay, so the tech tree is still dependent on the resultant technology, not the image. The image is basically useless. See just a big hollow crescent where the bug's nest was. Tearing down the walls, very, very slowly. Tearing down the walls, oh so slowly. But yes, this is a much more defensible area. Can I bomb them from here? I can. Huh. Perhaps I shouldn't. Seems we're out of steel. That's not good. Away I go. Yeah, the tech tree is still controlled, which is good. So otherwise you get soft locked. Which would suck. Because you'd have something like chemical science costing, I don't know, red circuits, but you haven't unlocked red circuits yet. That's like one of the chemical science um, recipe thingies. Whittle more walls. Good bug is a dead bug. Freaking car alone there, bud. Leave that shit alone. You don't want that. Can't wait for the stupid goo. What the fuck? Bit of a mistake. I cannot just quote unquote tank them. Fuck, I clicked on walls. Gotta be quicker. Success. Okay, and then finish them off. Oh my gosh. Okay. Just a few more. Okay, bud. Okay, bud. Wish there were beds you could respawn from. kind of better respawn point. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. That's, you know, the border's secured. I don't think there's any bugs inside this contained area. Our job now is just to secure it more. Throw down more walls, thicken the walls. I want them at least 3 thick, at the very least. Bro. So yes, get the walls 3 thick, and then yeah, we'll start mass producing some flamethrowers. Imagine the flamethrower doesn't take oil, it takes like water or something stupid. It takes like sulfuric acid or something gay. I really hope that's not randomized. Surely not. Like the car takes coal, like there's no way they randomize fuel. Four still not found. Tear down borders, tear down walls, free love. What I'm actually doing is I'm just actually using it so I can make a bigger border. You fool, I just want more territory inside my border, that's all. Which is basically what globalism is. It's yes, tear down borders so that we can have the entire world. Let us in so we can have your country. Immigration is going to absolutely rape everything. You're not going to have a country if it's a bunch of Arabs and Indians. It literally won't be a country. You won't be able to have legislators and enforcers and producers, workers. It's not going to be a country. It's going to be a bunch of Indians. It's going to be like a bunch of monkeys wearing costumes. The only reason that like India or Arab countries are countries is because it's uniformly theirs. But if it's like France, they're not gonna set up like New India in France. Best bet would be it becomes like a Sharia law. That's the best case scenario. Best case scenario becomes Sharia law. Worst case scenario, you don't have a country anymore. It's just a dump. It's a dumpster. It's just a dumpster hellhole. Once you don't have police, you're just it's kind of game over. Yeah, police is the beginning of the end. Once you don't have police, it's pretty much game over. Now, you can have countries like India that don't really have police. They kind of do on paper, but not really. There's no real police presence. You can still have a society with minimal police. It'll just be some kind of robotic AI dystopia. Some hellhole run by AI. Yes, let's go secure more border. Are those real? Israel. No. I haven't heard any attempts to break into the border wall yet. I thought there would be. I guess they have no interest in expanding this way. Yar, I'm Dan Crenshaw. Can you please spare some money for some shekels, some booty for Israel? Yar. It's funny, right? Like, I was thinking, Roman Catholics, right? Extremely arrogant, extremely proud, right? I think that's part of the reason Nick Fuentes is the way he is. Him being, extremely bombastic and arrogant and being Roman Catholic, I don't think it's an accident. It's a trend I've noticed with Roman Catholics. But then, okay. You know what's funny? They kind of do double think, right? Because they're all gung-ho about how awesome Rome is when it's the Crusades. Or when it's arguing against the Protestant. You have Peter! Submit to Peter! Submit to the rock! Right? Wait a minute. What are you doing? Can I shoot you? Can you come over here? Very good. Their little island. They thought they had a little, you know, little island. I'm like, nope. No island for you. You get nothing. You get fuck all nothing. So you could have your little bastion and your little island, your little stowaway island. I don't think so. Wait a minute. Are these always here? You know, it's funny, right? So they're all gung ho about Rome. Rome, the Crusades, Peter, the Rock, yeah, the Crusades, the biggest, the numbers, the biggest empire in the world. Right? And they think that's a W somehow. Somehow, like, being geopolitically dominant is the same thing as being the one true faith, right? I don't know how that works, but apparently it does, right? So if you have a bigger army, that means your faith is better, according to, if you have more territory or more converts, that means you're a better religion. Well, how about when Muslims start taking over the world? Because they already are. How about when Muslims surpass Rome? Does that mean that Muslims are now the one true faith? No, right? How about in the 4th century when Arianism was super dominant? Was that the one true faith? No. But what's funny, I find, is you have the Roman Catholic, like, ego and arrogance. But what's super funny is anytime that Rome does anything bad, they just immediately, like, look the other way, gaslight, and now all of a sudden they don't want to talk about the grandeur of Rome and the geopolitics of Rome. When it's a pedophile scandal, suddenly they're all quiet about Rome. Oh, we don't need the Pope. I mean, the Pope's not infallible, you know. I don't have to listen to Rome's not perfect. Oh. We don't have to listen to everything they say. It's like, oh, so you're all gung-ho about Rome and how awesome it is and submit to Rome. Except when it's touching kids. Then you just put your blinders on, you look the other way. And suddenly now we don't need to listen to Rome. Oh. When Rome says Vatican II, that Muslims also worship the same God, suddenly you're all quiet. You're all like, well, Rome can make mistakes, and it wasn't ex cathedra, so I mean, like, you know what it is? It's God humiliating you. It's like the ego and pride of Rome. God saying, you know what? You think you're all this and that? You think you're top shit? You think you're this almighty, impenetrable thing? You're not. I'll make an example out of you, right? And I think that's what God's doing with Rome and the Vatican right now. Yeah, Rome is like, all the Roman Catholics are super doublespeak. It's all gung-ho and how awesome Rome is. Until you, like, look at what they're doing now. And then you're like, oh. They have no territory. They have no standing army. They're just a random city-state. They're super corrupt. And suddenly none of the Roman Catholics are, they all want to just look the other way. It's like, no, you were super gung-ho about how awesome Rome is. How necessary Peter is. Well, let's look at the Rock of Peter and see what he's saying. Oh, he's supporting LGBTQ pride parade masses. Oh, he's supporting rap masses. Oh, he's pushing Gaudium et Spes and Nostra Aetate and all these awesome, lovely documents. Is that Rome number one? Where's all the gung-ho egotism about Rome now, right? Rome's number one. We got the numbers. We got market across the world, bro. Oh, do we want to talk about how many people are leaving the Roman Catholic Church? How you're getting replaced by Islam? How Catholic women are actually extremely likely to get abortions and they're not having kids? Do we want to talk about that? Oh no, you only want to talk about Rome and its worldly status, like its geopolitics, its birth rate, its numbers. You only want to talk about the worldly things when it's in your favor, right? So you don't want to talk about, oh gosh. You don't want to talk about it when it's inconvenient, right? It's the double think of the Roman Catholic. It's like, you know, when it comes to talking to a Protestant, all the Roman Catholics go, yeah, you need Peter. Peter's the best, and we have the rock, and it's completely necessary. And then when the Pope does something retarded, like support an LGBTQ mass, they're like, well, the Pope can make mistakes, and Catholicism is not all about the Pope. You know, you can just have the church on the individual level. Just find a good bishop. It's like, oh, so you're making the Orthodox argument that you don't need to listen to everything Rome says. Oh, so you're starting to sound like an Orthodox person. Where the Pope is not infallible. The Pope is not the sole... Why is that so loud? That's the loudest thing on the planet. Every time I reset the volume on my phone, it keeps, anytime I take the battery out, it resets the volume back to like a kajillion decibels. Super annoying. But yes, you get this kind of insane doublethink with the Catholics where they're all super gung-ho about how amazing the Pope is and how cool Rome is and the Crusades. How based and trad. Okay, and here's the problem with the whole trad cat. You don't have a traditional church anymore. If your whole system is premised on following Peter to preserve the faith, then why do you have to go against the Rock of Peter to establish your little trad cat circle? That makes no sense, right? If Rome is the guardian of the faith, then why do you have to go against Peter and establish your little trad offshoot? That's not Catholic, right? You're disobeying the Pope. You're going against the Pope. And what do you think gives you the right to just ignore the Pope? If the Pope doesn't want you doing these traditional Latin masses, now he hasn't outright banned them, but he's been pretty serious about. He's been pretty serious, and he's implied pretty clearly that he doesn't want them. They've been stigmatized. So shouldn't you listen to your Peter, your rock? Like, this is what I mean. It's all gung-ho about how amazing and necessary Peter is until it isn't, right? Peter's the rock. He's necessary. He's awesome. He's gonna preserve the faith, bro. Oh, until he isn't, right? Until he does something you don't like, then we just look the other way. What's this? Not ex cathedra. Oh. Is Vatican II ex cathedra? Is Nostra Aetate Gaudium et Spes ex cathedra? No, it isn't. Okay, so when is it? Never. Oh, so you've set up a unfalsifiable, impossible standard. Also, is your church, and here's the dumb thing about Roman Catholics don't get, is your church just a list of ex cathedra statements? Is that what the faith is, right? Obviously not. Obviously not. Your faith is not reducible to a series of intellectual assents to a series of infallible documents. So we can't just assert this standard, which your own church doesn't have, by the way. That your own church doesn't say, hey, guess what? If it's not ex cathedra, you don't have to listen to it. You can just ignore it. That's a made-up position. You don't get to do that in the Roman Catholic system. You don't get to just, oh, well, it's not ex cathedra, I don't have to listen to it. you still have to submit, right? And really, if you think about it, who are you to challenge Peter? Maybe he's not guaranteed infallibility. Maybe not. But even then, who are you to challenge the super bishop, the ultimate super bishop of Rome? Who are you to question Rome? Does anyone judge the first see? So that alone, the whole nobody judges the first see, you don't get to say that this is worded badly, this is liberal. I know Vatican II is very liberal. It's been weaponized and it's ambiguous. And okay, who are you to judge the statements Rome makes? What happened to Rome is spoken, case closed? What happened to Peter has spoken? Rome has declared. Like, oh, that's all gone now. Now all of a sudden it's skepticism of Peter. Where do you get the idea that you're allowed to be a skeptic of what the Roman See does? I thought it was nobody judges the first see. Not I can disagree if it's not ex cathedra. And let's also talk about the fact that your system is not just a series of ex cathedra statements. You have a liturgy. You have, oh my gosh, bro, kill yourself. Yeah. You have a liturgy. You have a episcopacy, right? So these are other elements. What else do you have? You have sacramental rites, right? You have, what else? You have canons, right? We can look at canons. You have, what else? There's tons of stuff we can look at. I think liturgy is really important. So the idea that you can reduce your church to a series of ex cathedra statements, and as long as the ex cathedra statements are fine, then there's absolutely no other criticism we can levy against the church is false, right? Do you think that's how the early church operated? Not to mention the fact that there is no list of ex cathedra statements. It's just completely unfalsifiable. They're like, well, only if it's ex cathedra. Okay, well, where are the ex cathedra statements we can go look at? Well, they don't exist. Oh, so it's a unfalsifiable system. Also, you violate the criterion problem, because how am I supposed to know what isn't ex cathedra and infallible? And unless that criteria itself is infallible, then you can't infallibly make ex cathedra statements, right? Because you have to have some methodology to know what is and what isn't infallible, and that principle itself, that methodology, would have to itself be infallible, or else it would be a fallible thing determining an infallible thing, which would be in contradiction, right? That'd be meaningless. And yet, is there that? It says, faith and morals. Well, the fuck does that mean? Faith and morals. It could be virtually anything. Which I think it is pretty much anything. So I think anything that's on faith and morals, which is like Gaudium et Spes, Nostra Aetate, that's infallible. That's clearly on faith and morals. That's Peter speaking to the whole college, to the whole church. It's meant for everybody, and it's on faith and morals. Therefore, it's infallible. And they'll do mental gymnastics to the extreme to explain why something isn't infallible, to undermine the statements of their own church. You know this document that our church put out? No, here's why you don't have to listen to it. It's like, dude, who are you arguing for? Like, what retarded apologetic is this? You're arguing why your own system is, you shouldn't have to listen to it. What retard hour have I stepped into? Yeah, what kind of insane retard hour is this, where the Roman Catholic is arguing why you don't have to listen to their own pope? Well, you see, my client wasn't speaking infallibly, so we don't have to listen to him. It's like, what is this bullshit? No, I think liturgy is really important. I think that's a much stronger argument against the Roman Catholic is what happened to your liturgy? Isn't liturgy supposed to be the life of the church? Isn't that way more meaningful than... Because I would kind of agree that random ex cathedra statements are not that important to the lived faith, but that's what your system says, right? That's the argument you make, not me. So let's look at your liturgy, right? What's happened to the Tridentine Mass? What's happened to the traditional rite masses? And look what you have now. You have a bunch of goofy clown masses. You have Novus Ordo, which is now the predominant Roman Catholic liturgy. So you've basically lost your liturgy. It's gone. A very sacred tradition that copies the Levitical tradition for thousands of years. You now lost it because we wanted to open the door. Yeah, we've doubled every wall except what? Except this, I believe. Yes. Oh. Intruder. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Which is good, because now we know where they're going to come from. It's basically a entity detection. I know where my enemies are going to be at. Where my ops at. Where the ops at? You come here, where the ops at? Come here. Ah, fuck. Oh, what? Where'd they go? Bro, where'd they go? Bro, what? Where'd they go? Oh my gosh. They went straight for the base. Are you kidding? You fuckers. Oh my gosh. Dude, it's just one biter. You butt. So annoying. I have any more walls. Oh, 1,000? No, I'm not doing that. How would you like to research something that takes 1,000? Oh, no fucking thanks. No, I think the decimation of the Roman Catholic liturgy through Vatican II is way more important than anything else. For the Orthodox, the liturgy is a sacred tradition that really must be preserved at all costs. Whatever. Just respawn. And it makes sense, right? Because what's the lived tradition? What is the most important part? It's going to be the sacraments, right? It's going to be the sacraments. It's going to be the lived participation in the church. The church really is, in many ways, it's the liturgy. Obviously, there's other components, but it's more important, I think, to practice, to have a protected, practiced liturgy than it is to have random ex cathedra statements about, I don't know, like world politics and the role of the church in politics, like Gaudium et Spes. Like, yeah, it's important to call out heresy, 100%. It's important to clarify the church's position on various heresies, 100%. But that's not even really what Vatican I or II do. They're more like revisionist. They're not like the Council of Nicaea. They're not like calling out heresies and like defeating Arianism or something. Like, I don't know if Vatican II was... Did the church even really need... Did the Roman Catholics even really need Vatican II? Is that like super necessary? They're like, you know what we need? To make our church more gay and pro-Jewish. We need a more pro-Jewish... I think that's really what it was, if I'm being honest. Not even joking. Alright. It's like, you know what we need? More pro-Jewish documents. Yeah, I would not even be surprised if the entire engine for Vatican II was actually just Nostra Aetate and everything else was just kind of there as like filler. It's like, yeah, some clergy you kind of want, I don't know, like a position on world peace or something. We kind of like to clarify our relationship with the Muslims. But what we really want is more pro-Jewish, more pro-Jewish sentiment. I honestly wouldn't even be surprised. Oh, what? 20% mining productivity bonus? What the fuck? That's actually broken. Okay, ladies and gents. Do we have flamethrowers? We do. And they're pretty much the same, just a lot more expensive. I really want to play Bed Wars, so I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to take a little break. I'll come back. I will see you all in the next episode.